So Xbox and PC gaming was a big portion of the Gamescom presentation, and Microsoft's been down this road before, and it didn't work out too good the first time. I mean, it was very hopeful that you would think for Microsoft were dealing with software on the computers, but they're really pushing for this Windows 10 thing. Yep. First off, before we even go into that, Rainbow Six Siege was there. Some of the other games like the Gears of War and things like that we know are coming out in 2016 were there as well, showing the same stuff they did at E3. But with the Microsoft backwards compatibility, one of the really cool additions to if you have a Microsoft system is that they're like, oh, Rainbow Six Siege, you like that shit? Well, guess what? We put out 2 of those games on Xbox 360. You want them? Here they go for free. So it's like you get like, oh, you like Gears of War? Here's Gears of War 1, 2, 3 at Judgment for free. They're just like, they're adding value, especially if you're like somebody who never had an Xbox and weren't able to experience the 360 games. They're basically like pimping out the fact that they got this backwards compatibility and like saying, yeah, we'll give you all this shit plus the shit you didn't even play, even if you don't want it. We don't care. It's like why would? But what is good about this is that Microsoft is not charging you. I mean, they are charging you to buy the games. I guess if you want to buy them in the Microsoft Store for backwards compatibility, but like they're adding it to games as added value instead of saying like, oh, if you want to download the so and so pre whatever beta package, you can get this added, whatever cases. So that's pretty cool. And another thing they're doing is cross buy with a lot of their titles, which is making a lot of Microsoft games not seem very very exclusive, seeing that you can buy it on PC.
Well, it's still Microsoft. Microsoft's still making pretty penny off of it.
Yeah, and that's what I want to talk about.
The entire thing with this, I want to say this before I forget, as we conclude our show.
Not even close.
Yeah. Before we conclude our show, rather. It's good that Microsoft did this, but it really seems like they are trying to catch up in a way. They're not trying to say it's a bad thing, not trying to say that
I got a point you're not even thinking about. I got a point you're not even thinking about. Go
Fire
ahead.
away.
No, go ahead.
No, go for what you're gonna say.
I thought to myself, Microsoft, you've been down this road before. Why are you trying to court why are you trying to dick tease the PC gamer? They don't like you. It's not that they don't like you. They don't like anybody. They're like, fuck Sony, fuck Nintendo. Maybe not fuck Nintendo.
Well, but
they're like, we're gonna get these games anyway, and they're gonna be better on PC. PC Master Race, bitches.
The reason why PC gamers don't like Microsoft is for the fact that they tried that whole bullshit with the
make you pay for the
yeah, and they got livid with that. They got really, really pissed. Yeah.
So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, like, why would you even go back down the road? Maybe you're trying to just like maybe you're gonna have and they did announce Halo Wars.
Yep, Halo Wars 2, which was like,
came out of left field.
I could see if it's on PC for me, if it's on PC,
I'm buying it on PC.
Yeah, buy it on PC. Not saying that RTSs are bad on
but it's RTS, a game that was a game genre
that's really
it's being done by the guys who made Total War, which I've been told is a pretty popular series on the PC.
Total War is Total War is so if you're into RTSs, then you know you support
Total War Rome and all those other guys. So like it's in good hands. So along with that, you think to yourself, like, Microsoft, what are you doing? Like, people that are playing these games are going to play them on PC. Even if you do the cross-buy, even if you do, like, Killer Instinct is going to be cross-buy. That's going to be on PC. Gears of War is going to be cross-buy.
Yep.
A couple of their big titles, they're really, like, doing this push. And then I thought about it for a minute, right? And then I was like, fucking Microsoft. You just fucking did it, didn't you? You just fucking did it.
What did they do? They think that they won the PC gamers over?
No. I'm not going to say they don't give a fuck about the PC gamers because they really do want the PC gamers.
Yeah, because it's more money in their pocket.
Yeah.
So they don't really give a fuck about that.
But, well, you know, I will say that Microsoft, the culture of Microsoft is turning because of Phil Spencer, and pretty much in the year he's been in charge.
Well, he's turning stuff around.
Jesus, but
He's
but
definitely turning stuff
I
around.
think this PC idea was in play way before he even got the job, though.
Yep.
And I'm saying that because this Microsoft, okay, PC gamers would in America, let's not include China because they just got consoles, but in America, and I'll say majority of Europe, there are more console gamers, meaning Sony, Xbox, Nintendo, than PC gamers because the rigs are more expensive. You got to keep up with all these other kind of stuff. Some people aren't technologically advanced enough to where they can like keep up with the drivers and everything like that and stuff. I think we talked about this before, and all the things you need to run, all the specifics that you need to run, like the RAM and everything that you need in your computer to run the game. Like even we were talking about earlier, like a couple weeks ago, we were saying that some systems still can't run like fucking the Crysis, the 1st one, because it was so like ahead of its time and shit like that, and the CryEngine and stuff. And just like why people buy iPhones, if you have an iPhone, that's cool, whatever, don't give a fuck. But people buy iPhones because they don't want. I mean, they want something that works. They want to turn it on, and the shit works.
Yep. Yeah.
So, on average, you have more PC gamers than you have. I mean, you have more console gamers than you have PC gamers. And most of PC gamers that buy console, they'll buy a console, but it's for that one game that they can't play anywhere else that they really love, or they'll play. Or if they're more PC gamers, I was watching a statistic. More PC gamers play less games because they buy their PC to play said game, unless they're on Steam or something like that where they get to play games. But like you made your rig to play the Old Republic or WoW or whatever the case is. Like that's the game that you play and you play that shit and you're dedicated because you're paying the fee and shit like that. So more PC gamers play less games. So when you look at console exclusives or you look at like stuff like exclusives in general, as long as the other top three aren't getting it, in Microsoft's head, and really they're correct to a certain extent, it's an exclusive. Like as long as Sony and Nintendo are not getting it, or Ouya or whatever the case is not getting it, if the PC gamers want to play it, that's just more players for the install base to play with.
Right.
Right. And mouse and keyboard is coming to Xbox, so that's going to be a thing soon.
Right.
So by saying,
which that's going to be interesting to see how that changes a lot of gaming things.
So by saying things like it's an exclusive, but you can play it on PC. Bitch, the people on PC wasn't going to buy Xbox to begin with. So we're not really, I mean, Xbox is not really worried about, like, PC gamers coming over. They just want you, when you think Xbox, like, well, PC gamers are going to be like, well, shit, if it's an Xbox exclusive, that's an extra game that we get to play. I'm thinking this is what PC gamers are going to think. Like, hell yeah. So, but regardless of the fact that it's not a quote-unquote exclusive because PC gamers get to play it, it's still going to be an exclusive, but in your head, the branding is going to be, that's an Xbox game. So when you think PC, not to the people who have PCs, for the people who don't have PCs, they're going to think PC, oh, Xbox has PC games. Yeah. The branding is brilliant because those people, and if people actually do play if by chance somebody who has a PC actually gets Xbox, that's a boom for Microsoft, but that's not really the point. The branding is the point. And I thought to myself, like, Microsoft, you fuckers, you did it. And now, what's even better is games that are exclusively PC, and PC owners, they don't want to admit it, but they love their exclusives. They really do. And Microsoft is getting PC games.
Yep.
For example, one of them being this super cool Melee, Smash Melee inspired game called Rivals of Ether, which is really like it's Smash Brothers Melee. Mm-hmm. Like if it was made for the Super Nintendo, probably.
Yeah, it's a 2D Smash kind of clone, yeah.
Now that was gonna be with the budget and everything for the game, that was gonna be a strictly like PC game only. Now with Xbox ID, that game's coming to Xbox, and they're gonna market it as an Xbox game to console people. Even though, not it could get picked up by Sony or Nintendo, whatever the case is. Maybe not Nintendo.
Yeah.
But Sony could definitely pick it up. But it's going to be marketed as an Xbox game, even though it's a PC game. Now, PC owners would be like, this is a PC game. Yeah, it's a PC game. PC game that came over to Xbox ID, and now we're marketing it to people who have consoles. And most people who have consoles, the majority don't own PCs. Like, they own PCs to do, like, Word and, like, go online and shit. They don't really think gaming when they think PC, unless you're a PC gamer. And I'm not gonna lie, PC gamer is far more advanced. PC Master Race. Not even saying that. But so all these exclusives that are PC based, they're gonna get Xbox ID'd, come over to the Xbox and be fucking Xbox exclusives in the minds of people who don't have PCs.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, this is so fucking genius.
But the problem is, if that is the case of what they're trying to do, if they're not careful, they're just gonna piss off a lot of PC people, because then it tries to make it seem like PC people aren't that smart after all.
No, but PC people are more than smart.
Yeah,
they're over smart.
It can backfire on them.
Definitely.
If they're doing it in a business way that's really being more antagonistic towards the audience than it is.
But the thing about that is, I don't think Microsoft plans to make any money on the PC side. Like, they know that they're like, we're gonna do the best.
They're already making money on the PC side.
But not Xbox. Microsoft is.
Yeah.
So. And Xbox 10. I mean,
Windows
10
all the stuff is still not through Xbox. It's through Microsoft.
Exactly.
So for the Xbox side, they're just kind of sort of partnering up with Microsoft, with their Microsoft heads to do this. This stuff is not affecting Microsoft or affecting Xbox as a whole.
Exactly.
It's making them have a little bit more of a kickback.
Yeah.
But it's not like, oh my god, they are like breaking new. No, this is Microsoft doing this because Microsoft wants that extra
Not to mention
money.
that Microsoft owns the biggest franchise on the PC in Minecraft. So like, I think that Microsoft is going to do its best to accommodate people on PC. I don't think they're going to go out their way, but I think they're going to do everything they can to not piss them off.
Yeah,
like you want something? Yeah, sure, we get it.
But the thing is, like I said,
but I don't think Microsoft
they're not that dumb to be like, they're just gonna kind of sit back.
I don't think there's anything Microsoft can do.
They're gonna watch. I think a lot of the PC people are just gonna watch.
Personally, I don't think there's anything Microsoft can do to appease the PC crowd.
No, there's not anything.
I don't think.
The thing about the entire idea of the PC, which you look at from gaming to social networking, is how free it is, how open source, for the most part, open source, how you have the freedom to kind of do whatever you want for the most part and go about it however you want to do it. That's why they have the mods. That's why they have certain games that come out for free. That's how they do things the way that they do it for that reason.
Yeah.
If you have somebody like a company...
Because people are smart. These people do know what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Company that's coming in there to put their butt and put their hands all in it, it just...
sullies the PC what you get a PC for. But